everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jade. If you are new here, welcome, so lovely to meet you. And if you're one of my lovely subscribers who come back time and time again, thank you so much for coming. As always, it means the world to me. If you haven't already, then please do hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you stick around. So today's video is going to be about starting a balloon decor business from home. So I've chosen to do this video because it was requested by me, and also a lot of you have come over from my balloon tutorial videos. I do get a lot of the same questions asked again, like in the comment box and personally messaged to me. So I figured what I would do is kind of take the main questions, put them into some main categories and put it all here in one video for you in one place. I will be adding links below, so if you hear me talk about any websites or anything, the links will be in the comment box below. If you do have any further questions, then don't hesitate to contact me. If I can help you, I will help you. I do want to put a quick disclaimer out there. So I'm not here to teach you any in-depth business model, anything like that. I do always advise, go away, do your own research, because everything is different from countries, states, all that stuff. Like, it's all different, so please do your own homework. I'm just here to give you a bit of advice from my own personal experience and my own basic knowledge. So it is a basic video to cover things like good points about starting one, like first steps to start one, equipment needed, pricing, stuff like that. So if you are interested, then do please stick around and watch. One of the main really good points about starting a balloon business is the initial startup cost is low. So of course, if you wanted to go and put in a big bit of money and get a load of equipment, a load of stock, all of that stuff, then you're more than welcome to. But a lot of people do want to kind of just see how it goes first, and initially you don't actually have to put in that much money because you can get your most basic of equipment, basic supplies, and you can order as you go along when jobs come in as requested from you. So the initial startup cost is really low, which is always a positive point. So making balloon decor is very easy to learn. I'm not saying all of it is easy, but the most basic of ones is super easy to learn. So therefore that's also another point. You can just make the basics, start your business off on that, and if in time you decide to want to grow and kind of invest more time and effort, then expand your skills and make more creative decorations, then of course you can do that in your own time. But initially it's a very easy thing to learn. And another one is, obviously you are going to be doing this for work because you're going to be looking to do it to get paid, and who doesn't love doing something creative and fun to get paid? Another good point to it is that it is a very creative job, so therefore if you do feel you're a creative person, you definitely get to explore all that creativity in this, because you've got styles, you've got colours, you've got freestyling, you've got all types of creativity going into it. So it definitely is a creative and fun job to do. What I would do to start is I would definitely get on Pinterest, get on social media, get on the internet, research all the different types of balloon decor going on. That way you can see what you're kind of drawn to, what you're interested in, what you want to start off with. Don't think that all the designs you see out there on the internet you have to be able to offer at once. That's definitely not the case. Try and fine tune it a bit, see what you feel you'll be capable of doing, start with that and definitely build on your skills from then. If you do think of jumping right in and offering everything at once, you'll probably overwhelm yourself and then end up feeling like, oh my god, I can't do this, and then you give up. Instead, try and start simple, see what you think you're capable of doing, see what interests you, and then work on up from there. So once you decide what type of balloon decor you want to be starting off with, do sit down and create yourself a business plan. This hasn't got to be done in one sitting. And do take your time and do it, because it should be very in-depth. You want to cover as much as you can in that business plan. That way you have your vision and your guide in front of you to refer back to. If you feel you've gone off track, you can always look back on this to see where you had hoped to be going. So you want to cover things like your vision for the business. Where do you see it going? Try and make a plan for like a year, 5 years. See where you want it to be going in terms of, do you want to keep it something that you just want to do yourself? Do you want to look to get bigger and expand and have staff? Where do you want your business to go? You want to have things in there like your marketing plan, your expected expenses and income, if you need insurance, all types of stuff like that. So therefore you want this big guide to be able to fall back on if you ever get lost along your way. Because when you are starting out, and even when you're quite far down the line in it, it is easy to become lost and wrapped up because there's so many things going on. So do get yourself a good business plan so that you've got it all there in one place. You then need to create a name for your business, because obviously you'll need a name. I do suggest that whilst you're doing this, if you find a name that you do like, do check it out on all the social media pages that you have and any domains that you may want to buy, just to make sure it's not already taken, because ideally you want to have the same name for each social media page you use. And again, like for your website domain, stuff like that, if you do want to have a website. So as you're thinking of your name, definitely check out the availability on all the different types of platforms. Next, I'd say you need to start practicing, because obviously you want to offer this service, you need to know how to do it. So in order to practice, you are going to need to order your equipment. Again, depending on what balloon decor you'll be doing, your equipment will vary. But if I give you like a basic little list of equipment that you'll need, that should hopefully help you get on the way. And again, whilst you're doing research on the types of balloons you want to do, you can see if there's any equipment that I've missed off, but this is kind of just like my very basic equipment needed in balloon decor. So for my equipment, what I would do is I'm going to leave you the links to the websites that I use below. I mostly use a website called click4balloons.co.uk, but I do use a few others, so I'm going to pop them in the link box below, and I'll put like what I tend to order from them as well in the description box, that way you know what website's for what. But basic equipment for me would be an electronic balloon inflator, because you do not want to be blowing up 200 balloons by a little hand pump, trust me. But you do also want a hand pump just in case it's not that many balloons, or if you need to blow up like modelling balloons or something like that. So do get a hand pump also. You'll need ribbon for if you want to tie balloons together, or also if you're doing like the table bouquet balloons, then you do need ribbon, or if you just want to add a bit of decoration on them. But you don't have to order all the colours at once if you don't want to. You can wait to see what colours are requested from your bookings. So don't feel like you have to rush out and buy all the rainbow of colours of ribbons, because you don't. So if you plan to do helium balloons, then you will need some weights. You might want to get, you can get a big packet of like little plastic disc weights. That's for like if you're doing just one single latex balloon that doesn't require much weight. Or you might need to get some of those foil weights, like I think it's like a 6 ounce or 12 ounce weight. That one can hold like the bigger helium balloons. That way they obviously don't go up when you don't want them to. You'll need a balloon sizer. Now I use a Qualitex balloon size. You can get this from one of the websites I use, or you can also get it from eBay. That Qualitex balloon sizer is a square, it comes as a square cube, and on each of the sides of the cubes it has different size balloons. So it might have a 9-inch, a 10-inch, an 11-inch, a 5.5-inch, different inch balloons, so that way when you're blowing up your balloons for your decor, you can get them at the specific size that you need them to be. If you do plan on doing helium balloons, then you of course will need a helium canister. Now you can get these from a range of different places. I personally order mine through Click4Balloons, but you can get them from anywhere that's local to you. If you want to do a balloon arch like this one, for example, I'll put a little picture in here, you'll need something called fishing rod. So this is basically a kind of plastic, really thin, looks like string, but it's a rod used for fishing, and that basically just allows you to put the balloons on there. You can't see the fishing line going across, so it kind of looks like they're floating, and you can use that for many different balloon decorations. If you plan to do a balloon arch, which is really popular and super cost effective because it doesn't require any helium, then you'll need a balloon arch frame. Again, I'm going to put the link down in the comment box for the exact frame that I use. And of course you'll be needing balloons, because you won't get very far without them. So again, like I said, if you want to stock up on balloons, then do feel free. Obviously you've got your latex balloons, you've got foil balloons, you've got confetti balloons, you've got all different types of balloons. If you want to stock up on them, then do feel free to do so. Or if you want to just buy a few for practicing and then kind of order them as your bookings come in, again, that is completely up to you. That personally is what I do. I tend to kind of order the balloons as and when I need them. That way I don't just have a load of balloons sitting there that might never go out, because you never really know what colours people want. But that is kind of like my overall basic balloon equipment that you use. Again, like I said, go away, do your research. You might find you need a few extra bits, but that's kind of pretty much what you need. So one of the main questions I get asked is about pricing. How do you price your balloon work? Now this is a question that kind of nobody can really answer, because there's not a right way to do it. I can give you what I would personally do myself, but again, if you find something that works better for you, then do feel free to do that. My way is not the correct way. So what a lot of people do is they look around in their local area, see what the going rate is, and then they kind of judge their prices on that. That's totally up to you if you want to do that. Of course, you do have to have some knowledge of what the pricing is going around your area, because obviously if you are kind of doing it much higher than people locally to you, then it may be a bit harder for you to get business in. So to an extent I do recommend doing that, but if you did want to work out some sort of general rule of thumb to follow, that way it's kind of easy to price anything you can kind of give someone a quote on. What I would say is maybe start by working out what you want to get paid per hour for your time. A lot of people forget to add in pay for their actual labour, so you want to work out your hourly rate first. So say for example, for your hourly rate you set it at £20. You need to work out all the expenses for your equipment that will be used on the day. So say I'm going to be spending £10, and then you need to also factor in your travel. So say I'm going to do £5 for travel, so altogether I've got £35. What you can then do is choose a number to times it by, so you'll always kind of use this number to times it by. So you might want to times it by 1.75, times it by 2, times it by 3. It would all depend on like the going rate for your area. But if for example we wanted to times it by 2, we'd have the 20, the 10, the 5, so we've got 35 altogether. We then times that by 2. So for that particular decorations that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to quote them £70. So you can apply that with any of your decor. You just literally price it up that that exact same weight and times it by the number that you've chosen to use. If you do find that you decide to start doing more intricate designs, then you do need to factor that in as well, because when you start doing more intricate and detailed designs, you need to realize that you're not just charging for your time, but you're also charging for your talent. If you start to do all that type of stuff, then you can obviously times by a bigger number, such as 4. So once you have your business plan done, so you've got your guide, I forgot to mention that don't feel you can't go back to your business plan at any time and change that, because you can. It's your business plan, you can change it accordingly to how you're growing. So once you have your business plan done, you've got your name sorted, so you've sorted out your social media pages, your contact details, all stuff like that. You've got your equipment already and you've been practicing, and you've also decided on your pricing. I'd say you should start advertising, because that's how you're going to get your customers in. When it comes to advertising, you can of course create some leaflets and business cards. Please, you can make them yourself, but do always remember that the leaflets you're going to be giving out and the business cards you're going to be giving out reflect your business. So therefore you want people to think it's something professional, something trustworthy. You don't really want to use like a bit of paper that you've decided to create a little leaflet and print it out with your own printer, because it doesn't look very professional. So you do want people to trust in the services that you're going to be giving them. Whilst leaflets and business cards are a good idea, because you can physically post them through doors, you can leave them in shops, you can put them in schools and nurseries for parents to see. You don't have to go out straight away and spend money on that if you don't want to. Please do utilize social media, because we are in 2019 and social media is booming at the moment. It is a free way you can advertise your business, get in contact with people. There are so many different social media platforms that you can use. If you do get on all of them, then good for you. If you do decide you want to focus on just 1 or 2, then definitely go for that. Social media is one of the top ways to advertise your business nowadays. You can also use for sale websites such as Gumtree, Spock, Craigslist, Facebook groups. All of them are really good for advertising too. Another thing to not look over is word of mouth. Word of mouth is so important, and you'll find as the years goes on, the word of mouth spreads even further, because people can now recommend your services. They know and trust in your service. That way they're more than happy to tell their friends and family to check you out. So do try and get people to do a lot of speaking about you for having such great service. Another thing I would say not to overlook is to promote some offers when you're starting up. So I know you might be thinking, oh, but I want to get as much money as I can. But initially, to kind of build up your portfolio, build up your customer clientele, build up your experience, promoting offers is a good way to do that, because who doesn't love an offer? So therefore, someone's having a party, they see you've got a good offer on, they've seen a few pictures of your work, and they're thinking, do you know what, I'm gonna go. So don't be afraid to do some offers when you do first start out, because there is a lot to gain from them. And the last step that I can tell you is, don't be afraid to start taking bookings. As humans, we doubt us. We do have a tendency to doubt ourselves, and when you're starting something new, it can always be nerve-wracking. Honestly, I have had some bad experiences when I was starting out. Like, someone's booked you for their party, you've gone there, and the balloons just are not playing the same game as you. Honestly, I've had some really bad experiences, and all you can do is do your best. Apologise if something does go wrong, perhaps give them a little bit of money off, and you know, rubbish happens sometimes. Don't beat yourself up about it. You move on to the next booking, you continue practicing, and you get on with it. But don't be afraid to start taking bookings. Once you've had your practice and you know what you're doing, just take the booking, go out there, do your thing, and you'll gain the experience as you go along. Like, don't worry over it. We all start somewhere, and you will 100% improve booking by booking, and the more you know what you're doing. So that is what I would say is the basis of starting a balloon business. Like I said, I haven't really focused on the business side of it. I've more focused on what you need to do to start up the balloon side of it. I've more focused on what you need to do to start up the balloon side of it. If you do have any more questions, then please feel free to ask me in the comment box below. I'll be sure to get back to you. And like I said, I'll be putting all the links that I use in the description box below, so check them out. If you did enjoy that video, then please do give it a big thumbs up. I will be adding some more balloon tutorials to my channel, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for that. And all that's left to say is thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the best of luck in your new adventure.